Nation. I'm your host, Roosevelt, man. Woo, I just got through doing my facial. Yeah, a man facial. And I'm telling you what, the reason why. I was having a little bit like burnt right here. And I didn't know the reason why. And some of the reason why, because I rinsed my face. And so the problem was dirt all along. But however, since I started doing a nutritional for my face has improved a lot better. Okay, you're right. What you're reading right now is correct. My son is young, and he's 14 years old, and he wants to learn how to drive. Now, listen, a couple of months ago, he didn't want to learn how to drive whatsoever. He didn't care. He didn't want no part of it. I said, man, you're going to have to learn how to drive because you run a company, and I just can't drive you all over the place. And all the ideas that you have, you always add me into your driving cycle. And I don't want to be part of that. And plus, me and your mom will need your help eventually with your sister, driving her back and forth to school because we have such detailed working behaviors, right? Mine's is business, hers is a job. But we got a lot of stuff going on. And he was looking crazy, like, really? And I said, plus, I'm going to drive in that you're going to get the best teaching from me if you help you educate yourself as we go along with this process. And with that said, I said also, it's going to be some expenses that you probably never dealt with because I'm driving. I make sure the car maintenance, I make sure the tires inflated, I make sure the oil change is done, I make sure that the water cooling is correct, I make sure all these expenses that you never have experienced is there for you. But now the responsibility is going to be on you. What's up, Victoria? The experience is going to be on you. And since that experience is going to be on you, you're going to go to the insurance agent and we're going to talk about the expenses of insurance for young people like yourself to help you get a better experience of how to drive your vehicle. Also, you're going to have to pay the taxes on the car and so forth so you can drive the car. You're like, what? Well, Victoria, if you're listening, this is about my son buying a car and how that details with business. What's up, Alan? Bless you, bro. What's up, Taylor? Many people get into business as the same way. They want to be in business. They want to know the business. They want to jump right into it without having the correct experience. Like, I give you correct experience. Marketing and advertising. Economics and inflation. And God creates cash flow. Yeah. Well, I do too. But he's going to have to pay the expense, Victoria. The expense is putting gas in his own car, paying for his own insurance. He got to pay for, he got notified, he got to notice if the brakes going down. He got to look at tire inflation. He got to look at the car overheating. He got to change oil, change certain time. He got to be in the know. And most young men at his age are not in the know. The reason why he want a car, basically, so he can hang out with the girls, hang out with friends, and so forth. And he think I don't know that because he don't think I was ever young. But let's be clear, my friend. I'm young. I was young once upon a time, and I didn't have a car. I had to buy my own car for $800. And once I bought my car, I had responsibility. I had my own apartment at that time. And once I bought my own car, I didn't realize I had to pay insurance or have a license. And then I got put in jail for that. And when I got put in jail, they took a picture of me, and I was like, "You got to buy insurance?" Yeah, no. They took me to jail because I didn't have a tag, and because I didn't have insurance on that car. They took me to jail. Right? That's the only time that I was in jail for stupid without being knowledgeable of what has happened. Then my little brother was with me in the car. I parked the car to the side, remember like it was yesterday, next to the hospital. And he had to find his way to school. Now, if I had the knowledge, right? If I had a leader, a father at that time, an uncle or so forth, that taught me responsibility of a car, right? Perhaps none of that would ever happen. But since for future references, I have a son, I have a daughter, I have grandkids, that I can give the information to them to help them along the way. And that's a wonderful thing right now. Yes, Victoria, it does. But that's one lesson that I don't want him to learn without me sharing the experience with him. Because I was scared. Even though I was smiling, I was afraid because I had responsibility. My responsibility, I had a new apartment, I had a car, I had a job that if I lost the job, everything would have been through. And I don't want him to learn that experience. But once I realized what I had to do, I prepared myself to a new height. I asked for more hours. So you mind not spamming for the rest of us? Well, I think you need to learn something, bro. If you don't know nothing, she's not. I don't believe she's spamming. She's just talking. Male, cow's milk. She's just talking, man. And I need y'all to back and forth because I need to know how you feel about that. You know, how your conversation about what we're talking about here. And now, with that unknown responsibility that he don't know about driving a car, now I can share it with him so he can understand the responsibility of a car. I'm introducing a new website for bhoinnovations.com, and there I will share some ideals and some courses that will help the small business owners, maybe like yourself or someone who's looking for how to get responsible. Because some things I think you should know about having your own car, having your own apartment, why it's not wise to share an apartment with others unless you have the lease in your name and you can fully pay for it. And you can co-have with others as long as they pay, you give them a lease agreement upon how they stay and how long they stay in your apartment together. You can do that. And you can have a 30-day notice, a 45-day notice to allow them, if they don't take care of the property, clean the property, and so forth. Those are responsibilities that most young people don't get at home. Nowadays, the parents of those children, new wave children, they're not teaching that. They're not allowing that to happen in their lives. And that's why I try to give you the best correspondence that's possible to help you read and get into storylines that help you out in business and then total life. Like I said, once again, we got a course coming out that's going to be on BHO Innovations. And that course is amazing. It's about how $1 million worth of knowledge for the fragrance business. If you're into the fragrance business or you're into business whatsoever, and you don't know where to start and how to begin, and you're making mistakes and you're kicking yourself all over the place trying to figure out how to do it, how to create the money, trying to figure out how to get the best 40-hour job, or are you in college, you oodle noodles, ramen noodles don't went up on you, you may need that course, man. You might need a change. Cars are expensive, and the maintenance of it becoming more expensive. But if you know how to maintain a car, and you know how to operate on your own experience, I might write a book about that too. I might write a book about apartments, how to set yourself to win on apartments, and how to set yourself to win on your car. And why buying a brand new car could be the best benefits for you. And sometimes buying a used car might be the best benefit for you. How to cover yourself so you won't go to jail. How to cover yourself when you need to go back and forth to work. Like Mr. Stellar, I used to work for my manager. He was Mr. Stellar. I was one of the assistant managers. And my car had broke down. And he said, Roosevelt, it don't make no sense to have one car. You should have more than one car. I have 4. I don't know, what the heck? What you need 4 cars? It's only one you. He said, just in case one of those cars break down, I could jump in the other and still be on time at work. I said, really? And ever since then, I have a panic attack if I don't have 2 cars or 3, because cars break down. Things happen to cars. And the more you teach your young adult or beginning young teenager, especially males have a one-track mind. They don't use this brain. They use the brain below. And that brain wears them out each and every morning of their life because they're not thinking correctly. They're thinking about women, and they don't really think about money. Men really don't care about money until they start getting older. But they know it's necessary to get a woman. So since they know it's necessary to get a woman, or keep a woman, they're going to work for that money to get it. And we're not teaching that. We're not teaching male dominance and why males act the way they do. Because they've been told to be docile or not dominant in anything. And guess what? This is not only on the football field or basketball field. This is who we are as male. You should be able to fix or change the oil in your car, or change a tire, or listen to the car to figure out if it's clicking and clacking, what's going on. You should know what rotaries are, or so forth. Those simple terminologies that you should know about a car is also engraving you from the last generation. My uncle owned a gas station, and he owned 2 rigs because he used to be the kerosene guy. And he owned a gas station where he sold gas at Gulf gas station. and he used to identify with cars with me, and then he used to identify about this Total Motors, this motors itself, how it operates and how to listen to it. And he used to identify by listening to what's going on in the engine. It's whatever you put in your engine of your mind, and let's identify this. This could be your engine. It's what you perceive it to be. If you continue putting information that's not wise in your brain, guess what? You will identify as whatever you think you are. Some people identify themselves as a loser. They tell themselves they're a loser each and every morning. Some people identify as a winner. They tell themselves they're a winner each and every morning. Some people have confidence beyond measure because they believe in a different kind of faith, and that faith is in God. But if you don't believe, you'll tell yourself any story, or you receive any story that could not be identified as you. Let's change your paradigm of your mind. If you want to learn how to drive, learn about cars. Learn about cars, engines, and everything else. Changing oil, so forth. Try to identify to own your own car. Young men, more women own cars than men. Because women understand that if she has a car, she can go back and forth to work. But some men don't identify that way. They only identify a car that my girl got a car. This is my girl car. Listen, man, let's wake up. Gentlemen, when you stand by your own vehicle, your own car, you show dominance and confidence in what you do. But is it experience for you, or is it expense for you? Hopefully, the experience is not an expense to you because you're identifying who you are and where you are going. And sometimes a great car, a raggedy car, a second-class car, not a car that, in the 1950s, a Chevy or a boxcar, it doesn't matter. It's a car. As long as you can drive that person in the car without getting the car repo, you are good. So, what's good? And whinges. What's good? So, buy your book, Business Hustle On, God Creates Cash Flow, Economics and Inflation, and this Business Hustle On Marketing and Advertising. This will help you maintain a car, keep a car, change your mindset, change the paradigm of your mind, and so forth. Because guess what? Without changing the paradigm of your mind, nothing else is going to happen, man. I'm sorry. Hey, and whinges, wickedness, and wickedness. I believe I said that right. If I said it incorrect, I'm very sorry. But however, man, I got to go. Let's do it. Come back. Please subscribe, share. Let's get this popping. So when you get a car, you know how to have the experience and the confidence and know the expense of what's going on in your life today. Welcome to the Just Mental Good Nation. Please holler.